What is up, the world? Conrad here, and I am at one of my favorite spots out here in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Haven't been here since Helene. Looks like there's a little bit of an extra hike to get to it, so we're going to get to it, hopefully take you along for the journey, and let you see what I see. Oh man, humid. Stumbled across this little scene. It didn't used to look like this here. Let me get this thing turned around. What caught my eye was this little setup right here. Let's zoom out a little bit. For a few different reasons, not just because I liked it, but the trail didn't used to look like this right here. And then we've got a landslide here, some down trees, and looks like the purple iris hang on. Might even be the title of the shot. Anyhow, seeing lots of flowers along the trail, which was expected. This is one of my favorite spots for wildflowers every year. So glad that it did open back up after Helene. It's a little bit of hike to get back in here. I think it's like an extra 3/4 of a mile to a mile, but anyhow, back to the flowers. Looks like I might have missed them by a week, or maybe they'll open up a little bit as soon as the sun comes out just a little bit. It's 7:30 in the morning, obviously, because if it was 7:30 at night, the sun wouldn't be coming out. But let's get on getting on, and I'll bring you back in as soon as I get somewhere else. Well, quite literally, maybe 5 steps away from where we just were, and I'm sitting here trying to pan with this thing like I'm facing forward. But anyhow, I found this little iris that's caught my eye. Let's see if we can't do something with it. All right, let's zoom in here with the old iPhone. And I wasn't really intending to record today. I was going to do this as a voiceover, but there's not really anybody on the trail, so you know, we might as well do some on location stuff. But this is what I'm looking at, so I'm going to slap on the old 105mm macro, and if the shot's worth anything, you know, compositionally or whatever else, we'll put it right somewhere. I'm not even sure yet. Here's the setup of the shot, and then here we have the back of the camera, 1/30th a second, f4.5, ISO 400. I took I don't know how many different frames. I guess I could play it back real quick, and that's the one I finally settled on. Composition, I might show them all anyway, just to show the photos it takes to take the photo. I debated on whether or not to bring the long lens with me. Figured I wouldn't need it. I'd never brought the long lens out on this hike before. And about a half mile in, maybe 3/4 of a mile, loud woodpecker. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on the video, but got one somewhere back in there. I haven't been able to spot it. I think it's just been following me the whole time, taunting me like, you know, next time bring the long lens. It's just so much weight. Oh man, this didn't used to look like this. Could have been a hell of a lot worse though, so let's get this thing turned around. The downed trees, they well, they didn't used to be downed, but you know, at least still here. And so far the land hasn't been disturbed too much. And speaking of disturbed too much, I've heard conflicting stories about one of my favorite spots. I'll talk more about that when I get there, but you know, it's one of those things where, you know, 20, 30, 40 years, all these down trees and whatever, they'll become a different habitat, and everything have moss and lichen and all the good stuff growing on them. But I'm gonna get back to hiking. I'll bring y'all back in a little bit. So I'm just bebopping on down the trail here, and happened to spot this little mushroom growing on a little tree branch. Got a little bit of other business going on with it. Let's get you a shot of that. All right. So let's zoom in a little bit. We'll zoom. That's what I'm seeing as I'm just passing on by, and now I'm gonna see if I can't make something with it. If I can, I'll be back with y'all in just a minute. I ended up going handheld with that one. Not sure if I got everything in focus or not, or the shot that I wanted. Didn't feel like dragging the tripod and everything else out. But, I do have a destination I want to get to before a certain time, because the sun continues to rise, and I don't want the place to get washed out before I can get there. So that's a little reason for the haste. But got some more geraniums up there. Got a bunch of geraniums at a hike I was on last week. Another place that was hit a little bit by the storm, but man, it really is blooming through here. It's awesome. Anyhow, I'm gonna get back to the hike. We'll be back in a little bit. Another 3 steps again, and I'll turn the camera around here in just a second. This is one of my favorite flowers. I don't know. I might set up and take a shot of it anyway. I'll definitely put it on video real quick if the shot turns out. Or if I just get a wild hair, I'll show the shot. But it is the showy orchis. Love this flower. This is one of those flowers where I kind of call it my nemesis flower. This one looks like it's going to be all right. I think I might see if I can't set up a composition on it. Right, something along the lines of that. No on vlog post shot review of that one. I really do want to get to where I want to be before the light gets away from me. I didn't even bother to check to see how long I'd stayed there or not. But yeah, let's get where we're going, and I'll come on back in. And a tiny waterfall interlude. Oh man. Also some white trilliums over here. Again, looks like I might have missed those by a week. There's one that looks good, but maybe on the way back. We'll see. Well, didn't mean for this to be video, but here we go. Sometimes I like to do what I call happy snaps. I'll just grab shots with the iPhone. I never really even do anything with them. Just kind of look back at them later. This just kind of grabbed me. I'm, again, about 4, maybe 50 foot from where I just stopped, and then I stumbled across this. I don't remember this looking like this, but yet I don't really think that, I don't see any evidence that anything happened to it. Maybe it just, I don't know, but anyhow. All right, we're at one of the spots I wanted to get to, and as you can see, the sun is well indeed on the way up. We've got a little bit of ways to get before I get to the other one, but I don't want this video or the channel to be based on Helene or the aftermath or whatever else, but you know, for my first video, this or one other spot is where I wanted it to be, and I mean like a hike, not a spot on this trail. But anyway, welcome to the channel. I do hope you have enjoyed what you've seen so far. Stick along for the journey. Oh, by the way, this isn't the end of the video. It's just me getting a little sentimental. But stick along for the journey. I want to show you all a lot of the North Carolina, Western North Carolina, and anywhere else that this adventure happens to take me. I want to take y'all along with me. But take the shot. I'm going to take a quick video of what this looks like now, and really it's not terrible. I mean, it's still a, you know what I mean? It can still be worked with, but I can't get to where I took the shot that I'm going to show you after the video, or either I might put a little picture of the shot over the video of what we're looking at now. But anyway, all I can say, even if it's a happy snap, just take the shot. Take the shot. I'm really just happy that it's still here. I'd heard conflicting stories about it, like, you know, it was fine, and then one other person made it sound like it was completely destroyed, and that's not why I came out here. I really wanted to shoot some wildflowers, but yeah, man, I've had many a sandwich here. It's usually like my halfway point sometimes, either halfway there, halfway back, depending on where I'm going, but take the shot. Take the shot. I remember, let me get back across these rocks here. I remember, I should probably stop recording or see if the Osmo is charged. Like I said, I was totally unprepared for this video. I'm gonna get across these rocks real quick so I don't I was out here, I think, last fall, and the conditions weren't the way they were when I got the shot that I'm going to show you. And I remember thinking to myself last year, be like, all right, well, I'll come back next week. And yeah, something else decided it would happen that week. But anyhow, I'm gonna get back on the trail before I get off on another tangent about the storm. And again, I don't want to make this video about that. See y'all in a minute. Yeah, this is what it looks like now. Right there used to be a log where folks would actually, the log might have been over here somewhere. I don't know if that boulder's been there. I'll have to look back at my reference photo that I took a couple falls ago. You know what, I'll put it up right now over top of the video here. But there used to be a log that people would climb back up off of, and then you would dive off of that. And it's, I don't have a polarizer on my phone, but it's, you know, pretty deep right there. This place is aptly named. But yeah, here's man, like right through here, it used to be a little channel of rocks where you could, if the water was flowing right, like you could get out into the center of it. And well, I accidentally fell in, so I walked back one fall with soggy feet, but it was totally worth it. But back over here to the falls, and then what over here used to be a little beach is now a pretty awesome tree. That there was another little alcove over there, and that tree would shed leaves in the fall, and then you could catch little swirls and patterns through long exposures and whatnot. And this was a beach where everybody would hang out and they'd swim here in the hole, and now it's different. Oh man. Anyway, see that fern down there in the bottom left? Yeah, bottom down there. I almost stopped and got some shots of it also, but I didn't, obviously. All right, let's at least get where we're going. Maybe the sun's not quite hitting it yet. Other folks I saw on the trail, also photographers. Where were they? Right here. Sun comes up, they're heading that way. I get it, but we did just make it. I've had a couple of hot spots show up on there, but we got it. All right, so switch locations. I've also changed from the 105 to the 24 to 120, and just had somebody roll up on me and took a few shots there. I'll put them on the screen. Switch locations. Now I've gotten a couple of shots from this angle. Now I'm gonna see if I can't find some intimate shots of all the stuff and things behind me. All right, did I say intimates? Yeah, I didn't take any intimate shots. You know, sometimes get crazy vibes, crazy feelings, little intuition, situational awareness kicks in. So I packed up and we're heading on down the trail. The trail is allegedly closed. I just realized I didn't even take off my CPL and ND filter. They're magnetic, so that's a concern. Pretty strong magnets, but anyhow, they say the trail is closed up ahead, so I'm gonna head up that way anyway, just so I can see if something's still there. I hope it is. All right, I'll bring y'all back in just a little bit. Man, well, I don't 100% know why the trail's closed up ahead. From what I can see from here, it's mostly clear, but you know, looks like there's maybe possibly down trees up around the bend right here, but I don't know. The bridge that I was concerned about, it's still there. There's a little family of morels that morel mushrooms that grow up along through here. I usually like to snag some photos of them if I can, but yeah, it's going to be the hike there. Now we just have the hike back, and we'll get some more wildflower photos. Hopefully this video is not getting too long. You know, it is my first video, first film, first show, first vlog, first whatever I'm going to end up calling these things. But yeah, let's go get some more shots. So I came across a stone crop, at least I think they're called stone crops, back there, and then, you know, I'm just moseying on along. And again, you know, I've maybe made it 100 feet from where, I don't know, 300 feet. Anyway, not far from where I just was, and now I have just stumbled across some more showy orchis. These might be in a little bit better shape than the last ones I photographed. It's a little bit different. I liked how the other ones were a little bit more opened up in the front, but these, oh shit, I'm not even on the orchis. Man, I tell you what. Whew, I'll get it. But yeah, it's still a pretty decent little subject. See if we can't make something out of this. And if we do, it'll be on the screen. And if we don't, I probably won't even put this part in the video. All right, looks like I finally settled on 125th f8 ISO 200. And here's the shot. So after when I was doing, I don't know, B-roll, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't know. I framed up another shot on the same orchis, so I'll show you that now. All right, that is the shot, and it'll be on the screen at some point in time. Let's see here. Where's my settings? There we go. 1/15 f5 ISO 64. A little bit of glare there. There you go. That's the shot. That's the shot. That's the shot. That also is the shot. Did find some more shots. A few of them I didn't set up for you. Wasn't sure if I would share them or not, if they were just going to be an Instagram only sort of a situation or not. But then I came across a fern and a trillium that it's going to end up, if it ends up being all right, it's going to be all right. Little focus stacking action. I'll show it to you now. All right, so here's the setup. We've got that trillium, that fern. Trillium on the left in the foreground. We've got that fern back there in the background. And I've got a few shots on the trillium, few shots on the fern, and then hopefully I'll be able to focus stack everything in between for a crisp and clear shot the whole way through. I don't remember the settings, and then also the settings would change a little bit also throughout the focus stacking. So yeah, that's one of those shots that I really hope it turns out. It looks like there are a few more people on the trail. Looks like there's some folks back there behind me. I really haven't seen a whole lot, considering this used to be one of the heaviest, most used trails out here in the Smokies. And I mean, from what you've seen so far with all the wildflowers, the waterfalls, the cascades, just the beautiful scenery. anyhow, we'll get back there. You know, we'll repair, rebuild, etc. But that's going to be it. I'm going to continue hiking on back, and if there's any other shots worth talking about, well, there's a bee on a geranium, but as you can see on my forehead, the sun's kind of bright now, so I've got to find shady spots to shoot in, which is an added challenge, but it's worth it. But if I find anything else, I'll bring y'all back in. Well, back where we started. Oh man. Oh, here, I need to stop the things. Let's see.